Welcome to Meals in Moments, where I discover how to cook my guest's favourite recipe and find out why they think it's...
Looking for a London baking and pastry school to help launch your dream career? Emmanuel degree and diploma programs in the pastry arts can prepare you for many different professional routes, including bakeries, restaurants and hotels. Though located in Emmanuel, London, our nationally accredited institution by CO allows you to maximize your learning experience in small classes, mentored by field experienced chef educators. To register for the courses, please refer to the following site and call the numbers below.
Sweet Emmanuel. Online.
So special. Across the series, we'll be getting some great ideas from some well-known faces for simple and delicious meals that could be cooked up in no time. Today's guest's childhood memories include big meals, raucous family nights and cooking with his grandmother. He's dressed some of the world's most beautiful women. He is top fashion designer Ben DeLisi. Now, you're an Italian-American.
Yes.
So I assume always that you guys can cook. It's almost like you're brought up with food.
Well, the heart in our house was the kitchen. And it was always a sort of a dueling, sparring role between Mum and Grandma as who was going to cook what and when. And there were specific days that they would make specific dishes and, you know, and we were always around the kitchen. There's the love of food, love of eating. I mean, everything does revolve around what we're going to have for dinner. So it was sort of innate in us.
And today, Ben is going to cook one of his grandmother's simple special dishes. Breaded aubergine cutlets with a homemade pesto and a tomato and olive salad. So what do we do first, Ben?
This is our aubergines. What we need to do is top and tail this.
So what's your favourite thing to eat?
Off-the-cuff kind of Italian food, Southern Italian food. I've grown up with it. It's familiar. It's very reminiscent of sort of days which were less fraught, I think.
So, after topping and tailing his aubergines, Ben slices them lengthways and then sprinkles over a pinch of sea salt. This will draw out any excess moisture and bitterness. Then, after 10 minutes, he just wipes off the moisture. For the breadcrumb mix, all Ben does is pour out some ready-made breadcrumbs and mixes them with freshly grated pecorino. Next, the egg wash needed for coating the aubergines, and I get started on the simple tomato and olive salad. Things that I always wonder with your industry, and I'm sure people ask you all the time, supermodels, or models full stop, they must have to eat very, very little. There must be secrets, though, that they all have a secret fetish for kebabs.
They do.
Yeah, I always imagine that.
They do. Don't be swayed that you think that just because they are that kind of long, lean size that they eat nothing. They can pack Krispy Kremes. I tell you, I've seen it backstage. Now for the eggs, so we'll need a pan.
A very big pan and loads of oil.
Yes, and loads of oil. And what we'll do is, we'll try to do is take tongs, it has to be very hot, we'll put them in, they should bubble up, they should be very crunchy, and this is a dish that you can actually eat cold as well.
Yeah. And you know, when you first came over here 30 years ago,
yeah,
British food wasn't particularly at its best then. You must have been horrified by what you found.
Well, you want to know something? It was not only British food. I was seeing white cotton skirts and no tights in the middle of January, which kind of concerned me, but that's, again, something else.
Ben's dish is really shaping up now. And whilst I make the salad, Ben is dusting his aubergine slices in flour, dipping them in the egg wash, and then coating them in the breadcrumb mixture. I'm just chipping in loads of olives.
Yeah.
And what do you want with the anchovies? Chopped, whole?
I want them chopped, and I want you to just... And leave the capers whole.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it with some salt, cayenne pepper, and then the coriander goes on top of it.
I love anchovies. Salted and fresh ones. I just think they're a great ingredient. So we've got, in here we've got lemon, we've got lime, we've got tomatoes, we've got capers, we've got black olives. That's delicious. Chili flakes in here?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like it spicy, so...
Okay. Do you make pesto regularly?
Yeah, it's easy peasy, and you can actually alter it to your own tastes. Simon, can you start the pesto?
I think one of the first things that you probably came very much to everybody's attention for was Kate Winslet's dress. 2002 Oscars?
I had been designing for her for a while, and then She said if I get nominated, I think that year I think she was nominated for Iris. And she said, if I get nominated, I want you to do the dress. And I was never prepared for, quite honestly, for how far-reaching that press went. And everyone still remembers that red dress. In fact, when they do the Oscars each year, they put that dress up as one of the best Oscar dresses.
Wow. Ben's homemade basil, parsley, garlic and pine nut pesto is ready to go now. Meanwhile, the oil is hot enough for the aubergine cutlets. Just fry them for 3 minutes until golden brown.
So are we ready to go?
I think we're ready to serve up. These are now they are very crispy.
Lovely.
And let's have some of that. If we put the lime and lemon in,
It's all in.
Okay. And the pesto, we just sort of drizzle it.
That, Mr. DeLisi, is your defining moment.
That's my defining moment.
So, for Ben's fast, easy and delicious aubergine cutlets with homemade pesto, first slice up some aubergines and then dust them with flour. Mix the breadcrumbs with pecorino cheese and seasoning for extra kick. Then bathe the aubergines in the beaten eggs and coat in the breadcrumb mixture. Fry until golden, then drizzle with the pesto and serve with a tomato and olive salad.
Should you be mother or would you like me to be?
I cooked it all with you. I'll just sort of, you know what, serve you some of the tomatoes that you kindly prepared.
One thing for me is it's so quick and easy. It's absolutely fantastic. This is delicious.
You know, it's not rocket science. I mean, hey, I'm not a professional cook, and I don't ever profess to be. I cook off the cuff. I do what I like. It's an easy dish.
Ben, your grandmother would be very proud of you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. Really nice food.